Alright guys, Pilamir, we're back. We're gonna start sequence 6. Let's go. Alright, if I could get there. Okay. So do we kill her in this sequence, or in this memory, or is that later?
What good is a key if you don't know what lock it opens?
I dare say Miss Thorne is in the same predicament.
Henry! Mr. Green, here, this is it.
This matches a casket owned by the Queen, kept in the Tower of London.
It's a fortress. I don't suppose you have any friends there?
A guardsman? If you can find him once you're inside.
I'll talk to you again when I have the shroud. Thank you for your help.
Let's go.
Right, yes.
The Tower of London.
Good luck. Evie?
So we are killing her in this mission then. Which this isn't a super fun assassination. I mean, it's a really big place. Like it's really hard to do the stealth kill thing in this one. I forgot if there is a unique kill or not, but I remember like it's very difficult to do. Like whatever the stealth, like whatever the opportunity stuff that's in this sequence, like it's or in this memory, it's like very hard to do. All right. Tower of London, which yeah, I have been here in real life.
Lots of guards.
Let's go. Yeah, Tower Bridge is in there because Tower Bridge is actually not too far away from this. But yeah, obviously they exist at this point, so it's not there. You got to reach the vantage point. Yeah, I was very underwhelmed by the Tower of London in real life. Like, it's not really that big or anything. Like, it's not that special, in my opinion. For it to be called the Tower of London, it's like, it's kind of mediocre. It is cool, though, they added this. This is just a set piece, which is pretty cool. Like, just this little area here. Which is, they made solely for this assassination mission, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, they did the same thing in Jack the Ripper, where they had like a couple set pieces and stuff for the assassination missions, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah. All right, here we go.
The shroud is in a chest that matches the key. Find it and bring it to me.
Halt! Escort to the keys. Halt! Who comes there?
The keys.
Whose keys?
Queen Victoria's keys.
Hers! Queen Victoria's keys! And all's well!
You're not with
There's
the
a
royal
unique
guard.
kill.
How many of you are there? Tell me.
Which it's pretty hard to do.
Let me go. This is treason. Just you wait until I get out. There'll be hell to pay.
And we're gonna try to do it, but it is pretty difficult. Yeah, we'll try to do it. Shit. Let's go there. So yeah, which one are the Templars?
If I come over there, I'll introduce you to the...
It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's not like we're going for full sync or anything here anyway.
Then you'll have to answer for your crimes.
Yeah, just speak to him. Okay, let's go. Which the hard thing about this is that he acts as if we're kidnapped and stuff.
Everywhere, disguised as guards.
I think I could pass as one of them long enough to sneak you inside, except the guards out here already know my face. You need to deal with them first. Meet me by the White Tower.
I forgot we had to do this too. Yeah, this is tough. We'll still try to do it, but it is a bit tough.
That fry woman is here! She's standing!
My dog's snoring again, so that's a thing. Oh yeah, I never finished telling the story about how much of a fucking Assassin's Creed nerd I am. Yeah, so I did write 3 fan fictions. I think that was like, in my mind, like a trilogy of Assassin's Creed stories that I wrote. Which were, I mean, they weren't like, it wasn't a full script, though I did actually start a script for the first one. But it was a very detailed outline. Okay, I fucked that up. Where the first one, I mean, this is back when I thought a modern day setting could be possible, but in retrospect it isn't. The first one was taking place in the Cold War. Cold War, Washington, D.C. Which, looking back on it, not the greatest thing in the world. Took place around Kennedy sort of time period with Cuban Missile Crisis involved, and LBJ being one of the main villains and shit. Because obviously it's already established that LBJ was a Templar puppet or whatever. In that the Templars were anti-John F. Kennedy. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't know if we're going to do the stealth kill in this, or the unique kill. Because again, it is pretty difficult to do. Because again, you have to do it all in one shot, this beginning part at least. And we'll try it one more time. If we fail again, then we might just forget about it. Yeah, and the main protagonist was going to be like the grandfather of Desmond. Like, was going to be William Miles's father. And then William Miles was like a part of the fucking thing and everything. But yeah, I mean, that was my fan fiction. I actually thought it was pretty cool at the moment. But yeah, I mean, in retrospect, it doesn't work as a game. I still think it could work as a fucking...
Queen's friends, aren't you?
Okay, why can't I interact with this guy?
Friends, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Do I have to do this first? Is that why? Okay, that must be why then. That's pretty dumb. Even though I can't move right now. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Thank heavens you've come.
Yep, I fucking know. Should we try throwing knives? Fuck, this is gonna be hard. Okay.
She might be trouble.
Okay. Okay, where are the other two? One's on the top. And where's the other one? Where's the other one? Huh. Actually, yeah, we don't need that marker there. That's annoying. Okay. Yeah, I still think it could work. I mean, like, because obviously William Miles is the Grand Master. Or not the Grand Master. Is the fucking mentor of the Assassin Brotherhood at this point. So it would make sense, I feel like, if his father was also at one point. Oh no, that's also what part of it was. I forgot about that. That it turns out that okay, well, I forgot that was part of my fan fiction, was that the mentor, I mean, the guy that you play, the grandfather of Desmond Miles, the guy that you play in the Cold War thing, turned out to be the mentor that was killed in 2000 by Daniel Cross. At least it makes sense for that mentor to be William Miles' father, considering William Miles is the current mentor of the Assassin Brotherhood. It was made that after the so this guy's still glitched out. So that's the thing. As much, but whatever. No, wrong one. Shit. Okay. Shit. We fucked it up. Alright, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Just need to get, fucking undetected again. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? Why did she drop? Hopefully it saved that. I really fucking hope it saved that. I have a feeling it didn't, though. Oh, but that's really annoying. If it didn't save it, we're just gonna forget about this and just do it a different way. Because it's really not worth all the hassle. Yeah, it didn't save it. Oh, it did. Oh, never mind. Okay, fine. Yeah, I really think that, like, that fan fiction I created would actually be good as a canon story, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll never do anything like that. Must be anonymous. I am anonymous now. Yeah, so essentially...
What's next?
Miss Thorne wants me captured. If she sees me in chains, she might let her guard down. Can you make it look convincing?
You mean pretend like you're my prisoner? I'll do my best, Mom.
Yep, let's do it. False kidnapping, interact with the guard ally to pretend to be captured, while being escorted, control your speed, move slower to... Alright, yeah. Let's go. It's hard as fuck, but we'll do it.
If we get too close, those Templars might realize I'm not one of theirs.
Then let's keep our distance.
Yep. But, yeah, I think that's a really good story. Then the one after that, I did write one about the Dutch Golden Age, as I mentioned. And I do think it's an interesting time period. Again, like, I don't think they'll use it, but it's interesting, I think. Like, I involved some stuff with eventually going to Indonesia, because Indonesia was colonized by the Dutch at that point, and could use that for some naval gameplay and stuff. I think it's interesting. Let's just go slowly. Like, really fucking slowly.
Nice to see an assassin in chains for once.
And then the other one is the last one I did was the Age of Discovery, which I don't think I ever actually finished that one, that outline. I think I only wrote like the first half of it or so. I think I kind of got bored after doing those.
I wager you won't like what Miss Thorne has in store for you.
What happened, assassin?
Like, if I remember right, the reason why I stopped, though, I think, is because, like, one of the points in my modern-day story, at that point, was already, okay, this is perfect. We're actually going to be able to do it. Yeah, we did it. Okay. Cool.
As you wish. I shall find it without your help. And then I'll strangle you with it. Watch her closely.
Let's go. That's a pretty cool shot. Hopefully that's the thumbnail.
So, you have murdered me after all. But what good will that do you? The shroud isn't here.
Oh shit.
You sought a tool of healing in order to extend your own power.
Not mine. Ours. You are so short-sighted. You'd hoard power and never use it, when we would better the condition of humanity. I hope you never find the shroud. You have no idea what it truly can do.
Tell me then.
No.
Yeah, it's something I did a lot as a kid, though, was writing fan fictions for different franchises I really loved. And at this point, I'm actually... What I've done is that in the last year or so, I've kind of, like, combined... Okay, what just happened there? Okay, well, we have this escape. So, let's go. I think I went the wrong way. Okay, well, fuck. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Yeah, essentially what I've done with all those fan fictions, though, is that in the last year, I've, like, kind of... Or not in the last year. Maybe, like, I think probably total in the last, like, 2 or 3 years. I've combined all those fan fictions and, like, kind of created my own story with those. Like, I've been trying to write something ever since. I mean, like, I've written a really detailed plot summary of it. A plot outline. That isn't actually even finished, because the story that I'm writing turned out to be super fucking long. And to be honest, it might never ever be finished, but I like writing that in my free time. So like whenever I mention like I did some writing, that's usually what I'm talking about. Is that I did some writing on that, which again, like, it's fun to it's kind of like what I look at as this. Like, it's fun to write, and like as this Let's Play stuff. Whereas like it's fun to do, even though it's not really benefiting my life at all. Like it's not really like helping me in a career or anything. Like it's just fun to do, so I might as well fucking do it while I can. And because pretty soon when I get a full-time job and all that shit, I'm not gonna really have time to do all this, so I might as well do it now when I can. So we did that pretty easily, actually. I'm actually pretty proud of how we did this assassination. It wasn't too difficult. Yeah, I wrote a lot of Dragon Ball fan fiction, which is what actually is the thing that I'm currently writing is probably the most inspired by the Dragon Ball fan fiction. Oh, we got the Master Assassin outfit already? I thought we didn't get that until the end of the game.
Then I want it sealed until you receive further orders.
Huh.
Miss Thorne. You supplied me with the means to secure London's future. The city thanks you. The Order thanks you. I thank you. But the shroud can only be worn by one. Therefore, I hereby dissolve this partnership. I promise to endow you with an income into your old age. That is the most I can do. The Father of Understanding guide you. Yes, what is it?
Yeah, this is pretty funny, though.
Miss Thorne, sir.
What of her?
I'm sorry, sir. She is dead.
And the key? Where is the key?
There was no key found on her body, sir.
Slams the table, which I believe was used in the beginning of the game, wasn't it? That was like some footage we saw.
Even if I have to raise hellfire to do it. Burn the letter.
Yeah, the thing that I'm writing is like more of a... It's I mean, at this point, it's like kind of strange, because originally it started off as like a shonen-based thing, because obviously it was inspired by things like Dragon Ball and One Piece, which are things I really loved as a kid. And now it's kind of like those things, but mixed in with like elements of Assassin's Creed and like elements of like Mass Effect, I think is another thing that are really inspired. Like, it's just a lot of like random stuff mixed together, which again, I don't know if it would even be good, even if I ever did release it. Like, if I ever didn't fully write it out and release it. And I did write a good amount of scripts for the comic, for a comic version of it. I wrote like 24 issues, which is fucking long, but yeah, I mean, the thing about comic is that I don't like the idea of being a comic writer, because that means that you have to share the creator title with someone else. Unless you're also the artist also, which I won't be able to do. I'm not a good artist, so I don't like that. And while like there's other things, like obviously when you like create create a movie or create a TV series or whatever, there's other people working on that thing. But usually it's still like one or two people that are like billed as the creator of that franchise, which is why I wouldn't make a comic, because I am too egotistical over this thing, I think, or narcissistic if you want to go that way. But I don't know. I want all the credit to myself. If I ever did release this sort of thing. Fuck, where am I gonna go for that? There's nowhere good for this. I guess we go down here? Fuck. There's nowhere good. Oh no, there's one right there, isn't there? Oh, okay, we got one. Good. Yeah, it's something like the story that I'm like something I'm very passionate about. I'm so passionate about it that I probably will never release it, and that's part of the reason why. Because if I were to release it and it failed, I feel like that would be worse than, at least in my thoughts of it, than just never releasing it at all. Yeah. And also, it's a fucking ridiculously long story that will probably never actually be finished, even if in my lifetime, if I ever did start it and someone were to eventually go on and continue it. So it doesn't really matter to me if it ever gets released or not. Okay. Which, to be honest, I haven't even finished plotting it all out. Like, I have a general idea of what... Because the thing is, it comprises of... well, the thing... Okay, I haven't actually 100% plotted out plot point by plot point. Till the end, I have plotted out... Alright, let's go here. A good chunk of it, though. So I need the... Like, I am currently working on plotting it out entirely. That's why, recently, when I've been talking about doing a lot of writing, that's pretty much what I'm doing, is I'm doing at this point, like, I did write scripts for the beginning of it, but then I realized, like, I shouldn't be writing scripts if I don't know 100% where it's going. I mean, like, I do know where it's going, but I would like to know plot point by plot point where it's going so I can foreshadow stuff very far in advance. Because I feel like that's something that I really love. Like, I mean, like, something like One Piece. That's what I adore about One Piece. Is that Ichiro Oda is such a brilliant writer where he foreshadows stuff so much so much in advance. Mind you, a lot of that stuff could be just stuff that he... like, decides to bring, like, he just mentions it and then later just decides to bring it back and it wasn't necessarily supposed to be foreshadowing. But still, it's, like, brilliant use of storytelling there, like, what he's able to do. And that's something I would like to translate into mine as well. Which I have done at certain points, but it's like, I would like to do it, like, I've only been able to do it for... Like, okay, well, essentially, like, the way the story is plotted out so far is that I have, fuck, this is gonna take a long time to talk about. Well, whatever, we'll start this mission. Yeah, no one cares, so it doesn't really matter. But I've, like, plotted out 8 major story arcs, like, very detailed.
Not build a single bus for you criminals.
Well, you'll do as we say, Bailey. Or we're gonna have to pay you and your family a visit.
And then I have a very good idea. I haven't exactly done it plot point by plot point, but I have a very good idea what the next 2 will be. And then I have a very good idea what the last one will be. But I think that... Oh, what are we doing? Wait, what are we doing in this mission? I don't remember this mission at fucking all. What the fuck is this mission? I guess this is us doing the same thing that we did with the medicine stuff, where we're like fixing the mistakes of Jacob, but we're doing this for the transportation stuff, but I don't remember this mission at all. Yeah, because like, I don't want to create a story where there's no plan. I feel like that's something I always have issue with, is like, when there's a series, like something like Lost, where like, even though I adore Lost, I think Lost is fantastic. It's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. You could tell there was not a plan for Lost. That they had no clue what the fuck they were doing by the end. And that's something I don't want to make a mistake of. Like, I want something to be as planned out as possible. Like something like like a One Piece to a degree. Again, One Piece, I don't think it's not plotted out like plot point by plot point, obviously. Like, he's making it longer as he goes on because he has more stories he wants to tell, which is essentially what like the way I'm thinking about my thing as well. Is that, like, I keep on, like, thinking that, like, well, maybe this will be the, like, where I put the ending, but then I keep on thinking, like, well, there's other stories I want to tell with this. So it's like, oh no, it's tough to think I'm right. But again, it's not fucking released or anything, so it doesn't really fucking matter. It probably never will be. Okay, I just got a new follower, yay for that. On my fucking PlayStation thing. What are we doing here? Fuck me, there's so many guys here. This is a really shitty mission. Alright, we did it. We can return to him though.
There you are.
Right, fuck. And also, oh yeah, I should mention, like, Star Wars and Star Trek are also major inspirations to the series as well, the thing that I'm writing. Obviously it's sci-fi, if you can't tell by my list of things that's inspired by, but, yeah, like, I did actually do, like, it's so insignificant, like, again, I put so much thought into this story, like, it's ridiculous how much thought I put into this story, for something that's never going to be released or anything, but it's like, yeah, like, I actually, created a, wait, what the fuck?
Here now.
Okay. I don't know why that happened, but whatever. I bet it's gonna make us do it again. So that's annoying. Where are we again? We're in Sequence 6? Okay. Because it's already 10:40 right now. So I'm still hoping we get through Sequence 7. I don't feel like we're probably going to, though. But we'll try. Sequence 7 tonight, by the way. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Yeah, I am starting to get a headache, too. My headache's starting to get worse, so that's not good as well.
There you go.
Huh. Okay. Fine. So,
They're gone.
cool. They actually put us further than what we were, so alright. So essentially they're putting us as if we got to the carriage and started riding it.
Why you've got the blighters after you.
The city's been turned upside down since...
Yeah, I did do a little, like, Easter egg sort of thing of, like, within the thing where, I essentially made references to the 12 series that I think inspired the thing that I'm writing the most. It actually wasted way too much time doing that and research and stuff, because I'm not going to go into detail because it's something very insignificant, but it took a lot of time to get everything right. Essentially, I did pick out... I can locate the deed. I did eventually pick out the 12 series, which I think I can remember them all. I mean, what it's fucking Assassin's Creed is one of them. Digimon the animated series is the second one. Which again, it's not necessarily plot-wise for Digimon. It's more so character designs and stuff like that, or character certain character designs, and also probably maybe plot-wise a little tiny bit. There's like a little minor thing there, but not really too much in terms of plot. But where are we going? Okay, that guy is the deed. It was Digimon, then Dragon Ball Z, obviously, which I already mentioned, or Dragon Ball in general. Not really. Actually, maybe even more Dragon Ball GT, to be honest, than Dragon Ball Z, which is actually kind of sad because again, not a lot of people love Dragon Ball GT. I always did like it, and I do understand its faults, but I think narrative-wise, I do think plot structure, not necessarily plot structure, that's not the right word, but the general, the story itself, like the initial premise of the story is kind of similar to Dragon Ball GT. Okay. We should probably end the episode, actually. I don't know why we're continuing to play, but I guess we'll finish this mission. Might as well. Okay. Then, what was it? Fourth was Guardians of the Galaxy, which I think is something that inspires it. Originally it was supposed to be MCU, but then, I mean, it's such, I'm not even going to go into detail on that, but whatever, like, I ended up picking Guardians of the Galaxy. But really, it's the MCU in general. Yeah, essentially, Guardians of the Galaxy is the one that is the one thing in the MCU that inspires it the most. Then the thing that I'm like a bit more hesitant to put on there was Horizon Zero Dawn, because again, there are minor plot things and minor details that may, again, it was stuff that wasn't added until much later, until somewhat recently. But there is some references to Horizon Zero Dawn within the thing, so it's like, I might as well add that there. Though, again, that one I'm not 100% confident on having it in there, but that's in there. I think we passed the guy that we're supposed to kill, right? Yeah, it's that guy. Oh, what? Wait, what happened? Oh, he died. Okay, never mind. Alright, oh well. I think we're going to end the episode here, though. What else was there? There was Mass Effect, One Piece, Star Wars, Star Trek, Yu-Gi-Oh! And again, when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! More so Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds than anything, but yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, I guess. More so Seasons 3 and 4 of GX and pretty much the entirety of 5Ds, but yeah. And then I think I'm missing one or two, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I think we're going to end the episode here. Next episode, we'll continue on from here. So yeah, thank you for watching.